Hey, what's up guys, I'm back in the video, and today I'm going to talk about the potential of Klay Thompson going to the Philadelphia 76ers. Now obviously, yes, he's not a free agent after this season because, he still has another year on his contract, but I'm actually going to be talking about what's going to happen after next season, what they could, if the Warriors are even going to be able to resign Klay Thompson, why they should be scared that he might be able to leave for a different team, and a team I think he might leave for is the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm going to give 3 reasons why I think it's going to happen. I'm not saying it will happen, I'm not saying it won't happen, I'm just saying right now, since the Warriors, their cap is the worst in the entire NBA. I find it very, very hard that they can find a way into re-signing Klay Thompson, who's going to be asking for a lot of money just because of how great of a player he is. So yeah, I'm beginning into how Klay Thompson might be able to go there and everything. So yeah, I really want to. I just think it's a real possibility for it to happen, and not after this season because obviously he still has a year on his contract after this year. But I was just looking at his contract and I was like, dang, he actually might be able to leave the Warriors, or might actually leave the Warriors. So I'm gonna give 3 reasons why I think he could leave the Warriors and why he will, or why I think he will. So without further ado, without running on too much, let's get right into this video. My first reason is going to be that he would fit their scheme absolutely perfectly. Since Ben Simmons is such a great point guard that can drive and kick as good as any point guard, almost ever. He has the court vision of a Magic Johnson type player. He's an extremely beastly passer and driver, and that's pretty much his whole game, is drive and cut, or just drive the lane and dunk on someone, or lay it in, or pass it to Joel Embiid. He relies on that a ton. And if you can have someone that he would kick it out to as deadly as Klay Thompson, just think, you take out JJ Redick and Bellinelli and you add Klay Thompson in there instead. That's almost guaranteed buckets every single time, especially if he's open. That's going to go in damn near every single time. But then also it helped Ben Simmons' offense out a ton and his effectiveness, as obviously Ben Simmons has the jump shot of a stone. It's a straight brick. His shot is awful. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it is complete and utter asshole. So this would help Simmons cutting, because now teams would have to get either even further out extended onto Klay Thompson, to where then Ben Simmons will be having one-on-one matchups, and I don't think anyone in this league can guard Ben Simmons driving to the lane one-on-one. And if they try to double team him when he drives, well, then he's going to kick it out to Klay Thompson, Joel Embiid, or any other shooters they have on the wing. So another reason why I think he would fit their scheme so great is because that's pretty much what their team is. Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons trying to clog up the lane and get in there, and that doesn't work. Dish it out to the a million shooters they have. Look, they have JJ Redick, Ilyasova, Bellinelli, Covington. They have just tons of shooters, and that's why their team was so good. But they did kind of get exposed once the Celtics were able to take away. But since Klay Thompson is so good, he'll just be able to make those shots that some of those people cannot, and he would just make a huge difference on that. And also, he can be a playmaker himself, so I definitely think he would be a huge difference and fits that scheme perfectly. But now my second reason is going to be that he would actually get the respect he deserves. As one of the best 2 guards in the entire league, debatably a top 5 2 guard in the league. Out of everyone in the big 4 of the Warriors, he is definitely the least talked about. Just look, Draymond Green is known as the hustler. He was Defensive Player of the Year. He's a beast. He's a glue that holds the team together. Kevin Durant's supposed to be the leader of the team, the guy that leads the team, trying to help and carry and pass LeBron and Cleveland Cavaliers. And then you have Steph Curry, who's a flashy player who can shoot, break ankles, and the MVPs, and a lot of people like to talk about him. A lot of people like to watch his highlights. But then you get into Klay Thompson, the kind of forgotten about light skin in Steph Curry's shadow, where he's kind of the least valuable player of the big 4. Everybody thinks he's the least valuable player of the big 4, and they think if he is to leave, it would hurt the least out of if anyone else left on the Golden State Warriors big 4. So if he goes to the 76ers and becomes the first or second offensive option for them, and then they end up making the NBA Finals out of the East and play the Warriors in the West, he has a good series against them, or maybe they even beat the Warriors in the Finals, then he will actually finally be considered a top 3 shooting guard that he is. He's one of the best players in the league. He'll actually get the respect that he deserves. I think he actually does want respect, because you can only go so long of being under someone's shadow. Kyrie Irving even left because he was under LeBron's shadow. I think there might be the same situation with Klay Thompson. just think, you're under Steph Curry, 2-time MVP, Kevin Durant, 1-time MVP, Finals MVP, Andre Iguodala, he's not under his shadow, but I mean, even their bench kind of gets looked at more than Klay Thompson. Draymond Green, Defensive Player of the Year, he's the glue of the whole, and then you just have you, the shooter. Like, no one really like talks about him that much, and like, he's not flashy, he doesn't have extreme handles, that's why he's not talked about much. But if he does go somewhere and he becomes the first option, preferably Philly, well then guess what, and they actually end up being really good, and he's extremely efficient, almost as efficient as he is in the Warriors right now. Well, then he'll be actually getting the respect that he greatly deserves. I think he deserves it over a lot more people that do get it. And now my third and final reason is going to be that he could get his max contract. Now, like, while yes, I said like if he stays with the Warriors, there is literally no way they can give him the max contract. I don't care how Kevin Durant, unless he takes the veteran minimum, which he won't. But I mean, the Warriors have the worst cap situation out of everyone in the entire NBA. They have the worst cap situation out of every single NBA team. While the 76ers, all they have to do is either trade away Ilyasova for a cap dump that would then free out enough space, or just let Bellinelli and a few other people walk in free agency, and you can offer him his max contract. So just think about that. You know he wants his money. A lot of NBA players want their money. I'm sure he does too. I'm sure he's not very different from other NBA players. Because, I mean, I heard a lot of times that it is all about the money, and that, I mean, that max contract makes a huge difference. Because he's, like, in interviews, he was talking about he might have to take a discounted contract to stay with them, and I just don't think he's going to be able to take a discount to the point to where, like, it's so bad. I mean, right now, he is still on his rookie contract. And, like, I know the original one kind of ended, and then they added an extension to it. So, technically, he is still on his rookie contract and not getting paid as much as he should be getting right now. He's probably one of the best contracts in the NBA, so I think he's definitely going to be asking for a lot of money, and the Warriors just aren't going to have enough to be able to give it to him because the luxury, like, the cap is going to get him. So I think that he's going to end up leaving, and maybe to the 76ers, you never know. It's definitely going to be a team that can offer him the max if it's not the Warriors. So yeah. So unfortunately, guys, that's going to be it for this video. But if you did like the video at any point, please hit the like button and the subscribe button at the same time. Just attempt to do it, you know, just like blah, blah, double hit. You know how it goes. Pop, pop, pop. You have two hands, you can hit it at one time. It takes 0.4 seconds. Whoever came up with that, you know, YouTube's like, it'll take 0.4 seconds to hit the like button. How do you know? Did you test it scientifically? I don't know where I'm going. I'm kind of raining off. I'm sorry. But yeah, like I said, that's the end of the video. So hope you have a blessed day. Hope everyone has a blessed day. I had a blessed day. Hope you have a blessed day. Be blessed. Yeah, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.